everybody, I am flying solo today at our local AMC theater, but this film is something I've been very excited about. If you've seen our trailer reactions, you know how excited I've been. Mortal Kombat 2 is finally in theaters, and while I am flying solo, I brought Flat Sheila. So let's go in and hope this film lives up to the hype. Hope I can get my hands on that arcade box popcorn bucket. Oh, I really just want the film to be good. So I'll see you on the other side and we'll find out. Welcome back to the channel where fandom is ageless. I'm your host Kimberly, and I just got out of seeing Mortal Kombat 2 and I got my popcorn bucket. I wanted this one simply put because of nostalgia reasons. I grew up in the arcades in the 80s and the early 90s, and so this is how I played all my video games, and so I really wanted it. I'm very happy I got it. But let's start talking about the movie. Now I'm going to say first off, I actually enjoyed Mortal Kombat back when it was 2021. It came out during the whole pandemic. We actually watched it at home. I didn't mind it. It's not perfect. It was good for what it was, which basically for us was a date night on the couch. So taking that into consideration, that's really all I had to go off of. Now, for me, when I saw all of these trailers and the cast list and everything, I thought this was the Johnny Cage movie. It felt more like the Katana movie, and I liked that. I really enjoyed her character, her development. The continuity of her story throughout was well thought out, well written, and well executed. And even though I was there necessarily for the Johnny Cage show, I mean, It's Showtime and all of that from the trailers, I really appreciated where they started with, and using her storyline, I think, brought the whole thing together better. Now, this is a tournament, so you're gonna have your fight sequences, and to be honest, some of them are okay. There is one that Liu Kang has that I found to be the best out of all of them. I don't know if it's a spoiler or if there's information about who his tournament partner is for Outworld. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a phenomenal battle sequence that I was leaning forward as in a reclined seat, enjoying it greatly. The other fights, some of them, again, they're very good. They're enjoyable, and you kind of like cringe and you go, ooh, or whatever. But sometimes you're just like, okay, it's another fight. So be aware that there are some that are better than others. But overall, it's fun for what it's supposed to be, which is the tournament. Now, in the middle, there's a slight lull of the pacing, and it's not bad. I'm not going to say that it knocks you out of it, or it like, oh, it's the most horrible thing in the world and the movie is going to suffer for it. It's just, it slows down, and it's odd because the film, literally, it's like battle, 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 battle. It's so fast paced that when you hit this lull, it's just weird. It's such a shift in energy that you're like, what are we doing here? What's going on and why? And then when you start to understand the why of the lull, you're like, oh, okay. But it's still like, you know, I'm waiting for the next battle sequence, and then before you know it, you're just thrust right back into the fast-paced action again. So just be aware there is that lull in the middle. You know, it doesn't break the movie, it doesn't make it horrible, it's just out of nowhere, the shift of energy is there, and then it kind of takes a second or two, at least for me, to get back into it. Now, one thing I really much liked, and this might sound so silly, but when the battle sequences were happening and the moves were going on, especially Johnny Cage's moves, and it's just the way they did it, it warmed my heart. It reminded me of standing next to my brothers in the arcade with our limited number of quarters, button mashing, trying to get all of those special moves going right. So it felt like the fight scenes were just us playing the video games on a big screen. And that's what I was really hoping for. You know, that nostalgia connection, that feeling where you remember what it was like when you played those games. And they do that so well. And then during the credits, they actually played the Mortal Kombat remix theme, which I love. I've mentioned it over and over again. It was everything fan service you wanted and expected and needed from a movie like this. But that doesn't mean it was perfect. Like I said, there was that weird lull in the middle with the energy shift. That's okay. The biggest thing for me were the sets. And I don't know if it was because of budget or if it was by design to feel claustrophobic during the battles, but sometimes it would feel like these vast big spaces, but you knew it was green screen making it bigger. And then there were the smaller fighting sequences where it felt more detailed and involved and claustrophobic. So I don't know what they were specifically going for with the set design and how they laid those out. It was a little weird, especially in certain, I mean, if you see the movie, you'll know the scenes I'm talking about where they would pan back and try to show that how dangerous it was and what was going on. But you kind of look and you're like, oh, that's the CGI. So there's something there to think about. So if I had to give it a rating, as someone who is a fan of the series, I would definitely give it a theater worthy. But what do you think, Flat Sheila? But that's going to do it for me. Do you plan on seeing Mortal Kombat 2 in theaters? Have you seen it already? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any future reviews or reactions. And until next time, stay safe, be kind, and remember, it's showtime.